What's up, good people? It's your boy Laws, OSS 980, other side of sports. We here. It's the Lock Factory. I'm on a golf tournament situation. We out here in Michigan, Traverse City Spa and Resort. I'm about to come out here and do some work. Try to shoot. Try to shoot a 76 out here and get a W. But you already know I wasn't going to leave y'all hanging without the locks for the week. I know y'all was like, yeah, I hope he send the locks out. I got y'all already locked in. Gonna go through the games. We got Falcons at Panthers. I already gave y'all, if y'all looked at the podcast, you go back to the podcast, I gave you the Dolphins and Bills joint. I think I called the 10-point spread for the joint. I think it was at 11.5, and I was like, nah, they probably win by 10 points. You would have cashed out. You rock with me. All right, we got the Falcons at the Panthers. Atlanta's favorite -5.5. I think that's a little steep for a divisional matchup. I'm actually going to take, if I got to go with this spread, I would take the, it's a tough. I probably would tease Atlanta minus 1.5 to win the game. I think Atlanta wins the game, but I think it's a close battle. Packers at Browns. Green Bay's favorite -7.5. It's in Cleveland. Something about this joint smells fishy, and I don't know what to tell you. Something smells fishy. I think the Packers should just dominate this game, but I don't necessarily know that it'll go that way. I probably go with the Green Bay Packers to cover. I think 7.5 is a little. Probably tease it down to 4.5 for the Packers. Jacksonville Jaguars and it's the Houston Texans. Jaguars are favorite -1.5 in Jacksonville. I like the Texans in this one, but I would tease the Texans at +3.5. I think the Texans will actually like sneak a W in this joint, but I got the Texans +3.5. You got the Bengals at the Vikings. Vikings are favorite -3. Is Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning. I think the Vikings probably are a better team, but they're dealing with some injuries. I think the Bengals will come out and play pretty tough. I think at least offensively they'll be able to generate points to hang with the Vikings, especially with a backup quarterback. Even if they had J.J. McCarthy, I still feel the same way. I like the Bengals +4.5 in this game versus the Vikings. It's in Minnesota, but I like the Bengals +4.5. Steelers at Patriots. Patriots at the Steelers. Steelers are favorite -1.5 at home. Well, it's in New England. I don't think the Steelers have beat New England in a long time. I like the Patriots to cover, so I actually would tease the Patriots +3.5. And I just like, just general rule, I like half numbers because if it's just a win by 3 and then you want to take the half number just to give you a little extra cushion. In that game, you might even do Patriots +4 to be on the safe side, or 4.5 on the safe side. Rams at Eagles. This is one of my locks for this week. I like the Rams +7.5. Rams +7.5. It's a lock. Rams are going to play the Eagles tough. From an EPA standpoint, they're better. They're just as efficient. Offensively, they have weapons. Defensively, they're stout. This is going to be a game, and just like the Cowboys put up points against the the Eagles in the first game of the season, I think you'll see the Rams be able to generate and score points against the Eagles. I know they tighten up in the red zone, but I think in this game, the Rams will score outside of the red zone and get some deep shots in there. So I like the Rams plus 7.5. That's an alt spread. Jets at Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favorite minus 6.5. I like the Buccaneers in this joint. I think the Jets are starting Tyrod Taylor, who I have absolutely no confidence in. Buccaneers, I know they're dealing with some injuries, but I think they still have enough. And I think the Jets have just been vulnerable defensively and offensively. This is not a good look. Like having Tyrod Taylor back there, I don't know if they're going to be able to move the football. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think they covered a 6.5 spread, but I probably just want to be on the safe side. I just probably would tease it down to like 3.5 points in favor of the Buccaneers. Colts at Titans. This is another lock. I can't believe I'm saying this though, because I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's a divisional matchup, so I never want to you never want to jump out the window with the divisional matchups. But the Indianapolis giving 4.5 points to the Titans, I think is a little inflated, and it's a divisional matchup. It's in Tennessee. I know that the Colts have had some good showings, and they came out the gate and they looked strong. I know Titans have been struggling. I know they have a rookie quarterback. All of these different factors, but I just think 4.5 is too much to be given the Colts in this spot. Even though I think offensively they have a little bit more. Jonathan Taylor, I think will have a big day. I think the Titans will be able to score and generate points and hang in there. I think this is a 3-point game, and don't be surprised if the Titans actually get a W here. Like, this could easily be a game where the Colts just kind of like sitting on their high horse and kind of feeling themselves and just really underestimating their opponent. This has trap written all over it, and so whenever I kind of see a trap, it's just best to stay away. But I think the Colts should win. But I probably would just stay away from this game altogether. I know I said it. I know I called it a lock initially, but as I process it a little bit more, just stay away. Raiders at Commanders. Commanders are favorite -3. I think at one point we were like -5.5. And then Jaden was going to be out, and now the public's kind of moved down in favor of the Raiders. I'm actually on that skid. I'm in favor of the Raiders covering, and I probably would off the line for the Raiders plus 4.5, just to give you cushions. I just don't know. The Commanders' offense has already been struggling, and I don't know that it just somehow manifested into this potent offense with Mariota back there under center. He's not as dynamic. I think he's more prone to turnovers. The Raiders definitely want to get the bad taste out of their mouth for the last game they had, where they pretty much got dominated. And of course, Gino wants to get that taste because he played like some trash. So I just look for the Raiders to play the Commanders tough. So I have the Raiders plus 4.5, and I actually have the Raiders plus the 4.5 as a lock for this week. Broncos at Chargers. I like the Chargers in this money line. I would not take the spread in this game. This game is basically a coin flip toss up. But if I had to choose, I'll probably go with the Chargers money line. Saints at Seahawks. Seahawks are favored -7.5. I think Seahawks, Saints, New Orleans have to travel to Seahawks. Well, is Sam Darnold that good? I just don't know that I trust Sam Darnold in these spots to cover a 7.5-point spread. Their offensive lines look like they've been a little shaky. I like the Saints to cover that 7.5. Cowboys at Bears. Cowboys are favorite -1. Bears coming in off of the mudhole loss to the Lions. I think this is a get right spot for the Cowboys, and I like Cowboys money line bet. Then you have San Francisco 49ers at the Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers, so it's in San Francisco. San Francisco favorite -2.5. Matt Jones is starting again for this game. I think this is I think Cardinals can upset the 49ers here. And I know, shout out my man Justin Buns. He 49ers fan. I have the Cardinals here plus 3.5 to cover the spread and potentially beat the San Francisco 49ers. I just don't know. I know Matt Jones had a great game but at some point the youngin got to take the makeup off and go to bed. You're gonna see the true person. Matt Jones ain't him, dog. I'm just telling you, it's just a matter of time. Kyle Shanahan can hide him, but he gonna pop out at some point. It's gonna be a fumble, turnover, pick. It's gonna happen. So I'm kind of anticipating that variance and that production, and his play essentially. So I have the Cardinals in that one. Chiefs at Giants. Kansas City's favorite -6.5. I mean, historically, the Chiefs are terrible at covering the spreads. They just never do. And as much as they need to win this game, and as much as everybody thinks they're going to win, I think they're like 80% of the bets are on the Kansas City Chiefs. And whenever it's like that, and it's so far lean, it's the Sunday night game, I just got to go the other way. I'm going with the Giants to cover plus I would make it 7.5. I would tease the Giants to 7.5. And I just don't think that they're just going to come out and just lay down and just basically not play. Because that's what people would just basically like when people are saying the Chiefs is going to win automatic. Basically like the Giants, they can show up. They don't have a chance. And this is not how sports work. So I got the Giants plus 7.5 to cover the spread. And in the Monday night game, Lions and Ravens. This is a tough one. I'm all here in Michigan and Lion Country right now. Lions, had a bounce back game versus the Bears. They were motivated in that game. Now they're playing a real team in the Baltimore Ravens, where they'll really be tested. I think that the Lions will hang with the Ravens, but I think ultimately the Ravens will win. I think the game will be something like 31-24. Or 31-24. I think it's a 7-point win for the Ravens on Monday night. And so with that said, my locks for this week, if I have to give you my locks are let's see them here. Locks are Rams plus 7.5. Buccaneers -2.5. Raiders plus 4.5. And Cardinals plus 4.5. Those are my locks. Those are my locks, people. Good luck to you all. It's for entertainment purposes only. Be great. Cash out. You can always drop a donation in OSS 980. You always drop a donation. You cash out, just holler at me. We can work out the logistics. Ping me on social media. Follow the channel. And I'm out. Peace.